Okay, thank you, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I have a question. Do you want to get fat? Yeah. Now, as for me, I don't want to get fat like my partner that used to be, because what is fat's harmful situation? First one, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, and two, unhealthy situation. You have the diseases, serious diseases, heart attack, high blood pressure, and also sometimes maybe brain attacks, some problems happen. So as a government, what is the task of government? To guarantee the safety of people and also guarantees of people's happiness. And for people's happiness, what is necessary? It's very simple, healthy. And so to protect people's healthy and to protect people's health and to protect people's happiness, today's government side, I strongly believe we have to impose tax on fatty food. And as a member of government, first of all, I'd like to refute that what the previous speaker is saying. And the first thing, they mentioned about the freedom of choice. But on this point, my partner will explain that there is a primary and also there is a phase. What is first of all, what should we protect? On this point, health is a vital and fatal right for people. Why? Because without health, we cannot, employees, we cannot engage in jobs because always we have suffering from the anxiety of serious diseases. I don't know when my heart attacks happen or when high blood pressure cause a serious disease for me. Therefore, on this point, but as further, freedom of choice, especially for food. But this is, I think, just a push option or extra rights for people's happiness. Because what this freedom choice or freedom choice of choosing food happen is just maybe you have to when you go to a restaurant and what I want to eat, hamburger or pasta or pizza or these things. But these rights or this freedom of food will be guaranteed with health. So with health, we can enjoy such a freedom choice. So therefore, freedom, first of all, we have to protect people's health. Okay.
Sir, so don't you think happiness is different from person to person?
Yeah, happiness is different from person to person. But we believe that foundation happens. What we should decide is that we can achieve people's aim or purposes. I want to do that, or I want to work for the people, or these things, and these things will be guaranteed of people's happiness, health. So healthy can bring this happiness and this way or the means of achieving these purposes of happiness. Therefore, we strongly believe that health is with the fatal things and it's a primary things for the people's happiness. And second of all, they mentioned about the unrich people, especially poor people. Poor people use fatty food to get energy. But on this point, there is two limitations. The first limitation is that, of course, there are another, it's not expensive, cheap food. For example, bread or rice, or how about fruits. These are things, these food are cheap and these poor people can eat it. And moreover, second limitation is a very simple, is that in long-term situation, my partner will explain that such a fatty food will increase the risk of causing the serious diseases, heart attacks, high blood pressure. So thinking about in long-term situation, thinking about the cost of going to, buying medicines or going to hospitals. Of course, such a getting or eating just a fatty food will be costly for these poor people. Therefore, from these reasons that even if we take this proposal, poor people never mind it or never worrying about the situation because another food exists and more thinking about long-term benefits. And next, I'd like to reconstruct my partner's arguments. Next, and my partner mentioned that firstly, because of this technical, what's happening is that we can decrease the frequency of going to or buying the fatty food. Because there is two reasons. First reason is that because of rising prices, so people will hesitate to buy the fatty food, especially for young people, because young people don't have enough money or much money. And second thing is that what is the reason to hesitate to go to shop or buying fatty food is because of effect by media. Because thinking about this effects of taking the photo, of course, the diets or the cabinet, I mean, especially President Barack Obama, talking about the fatty food. Of course, media, especially televisions or radio or newspaper, pick up this topic, and they examine that what McDonald's food affects on people's health or people's body. Therefore, this is a good opportunity for people to know that how serious that these fatty food have caused the serious diseases for people. Therefore, from these reasons, that this will be a great reason or good enough reason for people to hesitate to buy fatty food, and this will lead to the decrease the risk of causing the serious diseases. Therefore, from these reasons that my partner explained that it's a very serious situation. And moreover, now the government, opposition side mentioned government side, many people know about the fatty food cause diseases. But on this one, what is important is under the status quo, government never did the practical or concrete plan toward these problems. And this just imposing fatty tax is a great attitude or strong attitude to protect people's happiness, and also the showing the danger of the fatty food. Therefore, from these reasons, that my plan is very practical and also advantageous for every person's, every people's. And next, I'd like to explain points here. A third point is very simple. New approaching these problems is that effort by the companies. Under the scope, Americans and company just selling the fatty food, because the tendency of American people food is liking the fatty food. My partner explained. Therefore, these McDonald's or Kentucky chickens, this company can get a profit from the fatty food. But after taking this proposal, what's happening? We impose the 20% tax on fatty food. Therefore, we can explain to you that the frequency of people going to fatty food shop will decrease, and therefore the profits of this company will decrease. And think about what is the company? The company is a profit seeker, so they have to change the business model or products. So they have to shift it. This is such a fatty food to very healthy food. For example, salad. So McDonald's changed potato to salad, or they will increase the products of coffee or these things. Therefore, from these companies approaching, we can decrease the risk of people's diseases. Thank you.